There's an old hickory tree back here in these woods. It fell over during Hurricane Milton. And it's been trimmed back away from the power line, but it's just kind of sitting there. It's starting to grow again, but I want to get some limbs from it. One for firewood, and then also take some because I want to make some hatchet handles, or a hatchet handle out of it. It's not really a hatchet even. So Macy found this old antique roof hammer at an estate sale one day and bought it because she thought it looked cool. And the handle's seen better days. So I kind of wanted to see if I could use this as like a camp axe slash hatchet. I don't know if the steel is going to be soft enough to use as like a hatchet or if it's too brittle to hit like on wood. But I'm going to cut the handle off and then sharpen it up, put it on a new handle, a hickory handle that I kind of make by hand. Never done that before, so we'll see how it goes. And then, yeah, try to use it as a hatchet instead of buying one, because I don't have one. So we'll see how that goes. But I'm going to get back here and cut down Brazilian pepper trees first, because there's a billion of them, and I hate them. So I'm going to machete them. Forgot to bring the chainsaw out here the first time. Also got the tractor parked right there. Don't know if you can see it, but I'm sure I'll be using that to pull some stuff out of here soon. I didn't know if you could see what I was doing, so I got you a better vantage point of the stupidity. Oddly enough, I ended up dropping that big old limb right there with the machete while I was up there. I cut, I mean, obviously like 95% of the way through it, but I didn't want to get my bar stuck because it was falling weird. So I ended up just hacking at it with the machete, getting it to slide down because it's propped up by all sorts of stuff. I'm gonna try and grab this part, wrap it with some chains with the tractor, and then pull it back that way a little bit and see if I can divvy it up and then see a little bit more about how it's actually being supported by the remainder of the branches here. It's been like this for like a year, so I don't think there's any chance of it standing back up. But there is always that possibility, and I want to see, you know, if I need to upcut, downcut based on what's propping it up on either side. So I'm gonna start doing that here soon. All right, I went ahead and got the chain set up, and now I'm gonna do some tractor maneuvering, see if I can get it back in there and pull it. We'll see how it goes. Oh God, I lifted weights for like the first time in a couple of months on Monday. Today's Wednesday, and I worked out again today, and I feel like death. I love a good chain. I guess that'll conclude the tractoring for now. I'm gonna try and get this cut up into some smaller pieces that I can get on a trailer to take over to the fire pit, then to cut it up into smaller pieces for firewood and save some of them for axe handles and other stuff. All right, I got some of that cut up. I'm gonna go get a trailer real quick, bring it over here and start getting this stuff on there. That way I can kind of see what I'm doing. So many palm fronds. All right, got most of the big stuff out of the way. Use a tractor for a lot of it. I didn't video it, but I hauled a lot of it by hand right now. That's why I'm sucking down air. There's a lot of hickory on that trailer now. There's a couple other branches here, but they're kind of narrow. And there's a lot of Brazilian pepper trees mixed in there, so I'm gonna leave that out here. And I'm gonna get to trying to cut some of this palm frond back so I can see what this tree's doing back here before I cut it. The physical structure of a palm frond leaf is very similar to bamboo, and if you've ever dealt with bamboo, you know just how ridiculously hard it is to deal with. It's got a bunch of, or you know, like palm trees, they got a bunch of fibers in them. They'll gum up a chainsaw. It's hard to cut them with anything sharp because it'll just careen your blade down the grain. I don't know, I just hate dealing with them. I've never found a good way to deal with them. If you're a palm frond professional or a bamboo professional, palm tree, just a regular palm tree professional, let me know how you deal with them. I'm gonna attach that limb that I cut to a chain now. See if I can get her pulled out of there, and then I might start doing some dang old maybe some cutting, man. That'll do, Peg. That'll do. Now I've cut down a lot of trees. I'm no lumberjack, and I've learned a thing or two. I've never really taken the time to like read about it like I do most stuff. I just kind of go with it because it's always worked out that way. But what I'm going to try to do right here, I'm going to try and get like a relief cut on the top here. Then I'm going to try and undercut it because it's sitting on the top of a palm tree right there. And there's no way it's going to fall off that. So I need to let it be able to slide down here. So if I get like a little triangle cut right here and then cut from the bottom, I think that'll allow it to drop right here without pinching me or the chainsaw. If I die, tell Macy I hope she remembers all the passwords to everything. Alright, I'm not going to be able to get up high enough to be able to do that, I don't think. Not accurately, at least. So I'm just going to undercut her, see what happens. Hope she breaks and slides right. Whew. I'm about out of fuel, about out of B&C. Oh man, I know I'm gonna pinch it if I try to cut it like that. I just know it, but I can't see a way to do it. I'm gonna just see if it'll break once I get it up on there. Oh, that chain's getting hot. That's no good. Clearing a path for an escape route in the event one is needed. Man, you can tell that tree is alive and well because that sawdust is friggin' wet as everything. That thing is every bit a cut. Good Lord, she just got a release. I bet I could pull that with the tractor. That's what I'm gonna do. To stay out of the danger zone, I'm gonna chain her up, pull her with the tractor. Had to move the camera, hopefully you can still see all right. I can hear her crackling. I know she's ready to come down. Maybe a swift tug. Oh, nope. Dang, she is holding on by a thread right now. I think I see where I can cut it now though. So I'm gonna try and do that. Go back to the chainsaw. Honestly, it's not good for me to be pulling on that front implement of the tractor like that. I have to really turn around and hook her up to the D-ring that I got hooked up on the drawbar. But then I gotta get closer and I don't know, just didn't feel like it. Alright, that's what I didn't want to happen. She's pinched in there real nice. Alright, I got the chainsaw pinched in there pretty good. So I'm going to take the tractor and I'm going to lift up a little bit on the bottom of this because that blade and bar are stuck pretty good in there. But before I do that, I'm going to take this power head off this thing because bars and chains are cheap. This thing ain't. And if it drops or something and it gets squished, I'd rather just have a bent bar and a busted chain than a broke power head. Well, I guess I can go ahead and take the bar off too. Since she wanted to come off. Leave the chain there. So I got the bar and I got the power head out. Chain's caught down in there real good. But maybe I can lift up on it with the tractor and get that chain out. If not, I do have another chain for this chainsaw and this bar. I still haven't replaced my other bar from where it got bent where we were cutting down that tree to build the barn. So as you can tell, I'm not the best in the world at this, but better than paying somebody to do it. Actually, I wouldn't pay anybody to do this. I just want it for the firewood and to make an axe handle. All right, well, that's not working. Tree's too heavy, so I'm gonna just go ahead and try and pull her out of there with a chain. And if that chainsaw chain dies, she dies. I can always buy a new one. All right, that worked out really well. But I'm gonna grab this chain first off. Hopefully I can still use it. And then, oh, there's a fence back here. That's weird. It's all dipsy-doo-dah now. All right, got the chain unfurled. Hopefully it's still all good. I'm gonna go ahead and try and pull this thing on back a little ways. I'm gonna scoot the camera back. I got it hooked up. I don't know if you can see it, but I got it hooked up to the little brush guard thing. It's hooked directly to the frame with some big old bolts. And that's a pretty heavy duty chain, so I'm not real worried about it snapping and flying back on me. You can't see nothing if I put you right here. All right, hopefully you can see what's going on right there. So I'm gonna just try and drag that tree out a little bit. See what we got going here. All right, whatever she's stuck on there pretty good. There is a building back there. Excuse me, I hate Brazilian pepper trees. There's a little shed back there that this thing landed on that I was not aware was back here. All right, I guess I'm gonna hook that chainsaw back up and then start cutting around on this thing a little bit. That might actually be it for tonight. Nah, JK. All right, I'll be right back. I gotta get more bar and chain oil and gas. I didn't bring it out here with me. All right, I got new gas. I got new bar and chain oil. And I went ahead and sharpened the blade. Seems to be running fine. Squunching it like that didn't hurt it too bad, I don't guess. Now I gotta figure out how I want to attack this thing. I don't know what it's caught on up there. It looks like it's wide off on that palm tree. I'm gonna start cutting branches and see what I can see. All right, I just cut two of those big branches off that were holding it in there. I don't think that was going to be the ticket to getting it out, but I'm going to try it real quick just to see if that changed anything. No dice. No dice at all. It's like, it's almost like wedged in between two palm trees. There's one right here, and I'm not going to take my chainsaw to that thing. Last time I tried to cut down a palm tree with a chainsaw, it just ate the chainsaw blade up. So I might just cut it in the center there. I think that'd probably work. I think it's held up. So undercut it right there. Kind of do what I did a second ago, only not get the chain caught this time. Or do, I don't care, whatever. As long as I don't break anything, I don't care if I get the chain caught a million times. Like I said, I'm not that great at this, but I'm learning as I go. Squunched her again. I don't know how she ain't breaking. I'm a fat man jumping on the tree. I'm gonna just get the grapple up under here and lift up enough. It should go down. So just hold here, and as I pick up, it'll just kind of fall out. Thank you, ma'am. All right, I don't know what that's caught on, but I'll come back out here and get it another day. It's about to be dark out here. So, yeah. All right, that's all I'm gonna do. Macy ran the carrot, gene bean, and the bubs. Oh, It might be poop time. Nope. Just a piddle. Nope. What are we doing? We're circling. We're trying to figure out. Oh, poop time. Nothing worse than a post run, just like pure exhausted poop. Your legs are tired. You're panting like crazy, but you just got to get one out. All right, so there's all the wood from today. There's our Christmas tree that we're gonna burn. So yeah, there's a decent amount of, I mean, this is really good hickory wood. This stuff is all well and alive, no rot around it, nothing. So that'll make real good firewood and hopefully be able to make a handle out of it from a hatchet. Maybe some other things. Maybe I'll try and make an axe handle. Something, I don't know, do something with it. Excuse me. That's all I'm gonna do tonight, and I don't know when I'm gonna get the rest of that, but I'll do it at some point. Like I said, it's been out there for over a year, laid over like that. It is New Year's Eve, and I just wanted to get part of that done when I got off work. So I'm gonna cook some steaks. Macy's gonna cook some potatoes. We're gonna have us a nice little dinner date. We'll probably sit out here by the fire for a little while, and maybe we'll make it to midnight, maybe we won't, but we'll see. Happy New Year, everybody. Hope everyone had a Merry Christmas. See you next year.
Eating big time, ain't she pretty? Ain't she witty? Ain't she great?